We go to Morocco now, where the country and the Polisario independence movement continue to sound the war drums over the Sahara. And the decision of the Moroccan court today to hand a harsh sentence to Sahrawi activists found guilty of killing 11 members of Morocco's armed forces in 2010 in Western Sahara is likely to heighten tensions. For more on the latest developments in Western Sahara, I'm now joined via Skype from France by political commentator and journalist Hamid Chriet. Thanks so much indeed for joining us and welcome to the program.
Thank you for inviting me.
All right, Hamid, let's start by just trying to make sense of, and perhaps you can explain what's changed in Western Sahara that's led to the Polisario independence movement opting to turn its back on 30 years of a ceasefire that's been overseen by the United Nations.
Well, these conflicts have been for the past during 40 years. It has been staying in the region, and Morocco took some action, some preventive action, because there was what's happened in the region. There was some stealer in the region and attacking people on the south of the Sahara in the Guerguerat city. That's why the Moroccan forces have taken some measures, preventive measures, to stop these attacks from the people. People are worrying about the situation, and the Moroccan governments today, try to keep calm the situation in the region. And Africa, as you know, there's a lot of tension in Africa, such as in the Sahel, in Mali, in a lot of region. What wants Morocco today is to have the stability in the region, of course, and to negotiate with the Polisario, this militia. But today, we unfortunately, Morocco is facing, a kind of a wall, front of itself. So I think today, Morocco, the Moroccan government has to propose to the Algerian government a deal with about this issue, and to negotiate directly with, of course, an African mediation. African Union can be, I'm sure, propose a mediation to resolve this conflict, which has taken place for a long time. And the people today are suffering about this situation. The Moroccan government are spending a lot of money, more than 13 millions dirham in the region. So these kind of developments in the region, and the progress that is obvious in the situation. Everybody who goes to the Moroccan Sahara will see the progress for the population. And I think these conflicts today are making worse for the African continent, but also for the neighbor. As you know, the integrity, the regional integrity in the region is the last in the North African. And every year, Algerian and Moroccan lose more than 1 million because of the closing of the border. And that is terrible and horrific for the population, which are the most loser in this economic situation. I think the Moroccan has to take some initiative, some diplomatic initiative with the Algerian government, and to try to solve this problem, who has taken so much place in this region. And I hope this is Algerian and Moroccan find a solution and direct speech together to try to find some proposal or some suggestion together, and to work with the two people of this region.
All right, so explain to us why Morocco would be negotiating with Algeria about a situation in Sahrawi.
Everybody knows that the Algerian government supports the militia of Polisario, and the Polisario is what's happening is attacking people in the region, and this cannot still stay. People are suffering in this region, and what we need in Africa today, and particularly in Morocco and Algeria, is to develop these two countries. And what is important today is to have a diplomatic initiative between these countries, and to have a direct talk between these countries for the benefit of the population. This has lasted too much, and this is horrific for the people and terrific. It cannot still stay. This situation cannot stay. And who are suffering is the population. We need a development in Africa. As you know, there's many conflicts in Africa which are taking place, such as in Mali and Sahel and the whole region. Africa is facing terrorism, and that is intolerable today for the African continent. What we need today for the population is really to develop our continent and to build and to have a relationship between the whole continent. Integration is the most important things, I believe, today. The challenge for the two countries, for the Algerian government and the Moroccan government, is to integrate the whole North Maghreb region for building a future progress and economic trade, and aiming as well and a trade economic for this whole region to develop a strong region that can be negotiated with the European Union as well, and to integrate also other countries from Africa. Right. As you know, the project, the future project for the African Union is to have one currency in 2050. That's, I think, today the progress of Africa is to have a unite currency, unite regions, and to integrate more countries in Africa. That's why Africa will, I think, will help each others.
All right. Well,
and we'll have a lot of progress.
Let's focus on the issue of today now, where Moroccan judiciary handed stiff sentences for Sahrawi activists found guilty of killing 11 members of Morocco's armed forces in 2010 in Western Sahara. I would imagine that this would fuel further tensions in the region.
I mean, yes, there was a negotiation in 2018 with the United States. They were prisoners from Morocco in the camps, in Tindouf camps, on the border of Algeria. And there were negotiations between Algeria and between Morocco and the Polisario with the United Nations, and as well with an American mediation. Of course, Morocco has sentenced these people because these people have been killed, many people. And since 1975, more than 889 people have been killed in this region. That's why it's intolerable today to kill people, and that needs to be stopped. I would like to say that these measures is not good, but the Moroccan government has to stop this conflict, because they will have a lot of people who will die. And I think this is important for the government Moroccan to take preventive action. That's why they did. As you know, the Moroccan military who went on the south is to stop these robbers people who are killing and racketing, is kind of gangsters who were in the south of Morocco to fight people and to steal a lot of things. Many media mainstream from the world came to Gergera to see and to question people. So what's happened in the region, and people are very straight away and obvious that they've been attacking by this militia of Polisario, and this is intolerable. The situation has to stop. That's why Morocco has taken a preventive action to stop this kind of criminal actions. And there's also a lot of links between some terrorist groups such as Daesh with Polisario, as a lot of American report and European report has reported between these two links. And that one is very dangerous for the stability of the Moroccan country. So I think the consequences will not just only target Morocco, but the whole region. We've seen today how is difficult for the Libyan people to stabilize the country. We've seen how the French intervention in Libya, we've seen the result. So these all things have to not really, and particularly North African, which has the less rate of integration, and we need today to cooperate and to integrate more these two countries, such Algeria and Morocco, They are, I believe, two strong countries in the African continent, and they have to resolve this solution by taking a direct diplomatic negotiation between two countries